I want to welcome everybody to our Zoom meeting tonight for questions. We want to do a quick recap of last week's discussion where we shared that the board and staff have voted to not hold any camps on site. That also includes a canceled mission camp. But as far as mission camp, we want to focus a little bit more on that for a little bit tonight. That although Laurel Ridge can't sponsor groups going into the community, we still hope the churches and the youth groups within those churches will still be looking for ways to make a positive impact in their community. They can go out in small groups, be safe, but still help those in their community that might need a little extra helping hand. For those that are going to come up for our virtual camps, Scarlett is here with us tonight. She's going to kind of walk through a quick virtual camp, what it might look like and some of the interaction that they might get, and make sure everybody understands what we're offering this year. So Scarlett, if you want to talk through some of that.
All right. So we've had quite a few people actually sign up to switch over to those camps. Everybody, those camp dates are exactly the same. So your camp will happen the week that it is scheduled. So you'll get your camp crate the week before. Pre-juniors, you'll get yours the week before, even though you're just a couple days. And in those crates, you will get all kinds of wonderful things that we've talked about. You'll get your camp shirt, you'll get canteen, your name tag, a picture of the top of the mountain during campfire. You'll get a song CD. You will get a whole bunch of surprises from the 60th celebration, because we are 60 years old this year. You will also, let's see what else. I'm leaving out stuff. Oh, you'll get a s'mores kit. You'll also get, when you actually tune in with us, you will get a picture, which will be virtual, because we will have Zoom assemblies every morning for the week-long camps at 10 a.m. And that's when you'll see your counselors and your friends. And the good news about that is you can actually we're using Google Classroom, you can put it on your phone and hang in a hammock while we have our assemblies or whatever. And if it's raining, make a tent in your house somewhere. And then we can have assembly together. If we want to stay on a little longer just because we want to visit, we can do that too. And then you'll get choices of all kinds of interest groups and different kinds for senior high talk shops. Some of those will be live, some of them won't. Arts camp has a lot of live pieces to it because it's just hard to do that kind of camp without it. You will get videoed campfires. Every evening a new campfire will come out and you can watch that anytime, probably after 8 or so or 9 at night. In your box you will get a schedule that tells you when everything's going to happen, how you log in, where to find everything in the classroom. You will not go anywhere but Google Classroom, so it is very safe and secure. I don't know, is there anything else, Trey?
Tell your friends.
Are we planning anything special, any surprises in the box?
Yes.
Willy Wonka?
Oh, yes, that's right. Somebody from every camp will be getting a golden ticket. And so some lucky person who gets that golden ticket, let's see, Michael, what is it they might win?
It could be one of about anything, Scarlett. I can't tell you exactly what it's going to be yet, but it could be anything from some Laurel Ridge apparel to maybe a weekend getaway at Laurel Ridge. All types of stuff are up for grabs.
Nice. So you heard it here first. You got to look and see if you get that golden ticket in your box. So, and along with that, you can invite your friends. Invite your friends to be part of camp. We have open registration right now for these camps. Pre-junior 1 was canceled. And then arts camp and junior 1 became virtual, and then the rest did as well. So, just be sure you go in there and find your camp week and then write that on your calendar, because that's still when it's going to happen. If anyone has any trouble at all, please contact me, and my information is on the website. You can call me or email me, and I'm available anytime. Yes, sir.
Can they register online for virtual camps just like
Yes,
they
they
used to
can.
for regular camps?
Yes, they can. Absolutely. It's live and out there right now. So you can go on there and learn all, there should be some information on there now, Michael, right? About what all comes in the crate and what it's like. There's a lot more explanation in that. And then you just go on there and it's really easy because you don't have to fill out a health form or anything because, well, we're not actually going to be there. So it'll take you probably all of about 3 minutes to sign up. So
Thank you, Scarlett.
you're welcome.
Something else we wanted to share is that as of last Friday, we can now rent the Friends Cottage. We can rent Tice and the Gemein House. Right now, it's groups of less than 10. If we'll expect the governor this week, all things are leading to that we'll be able to maybe expand that up to 50 maybe. We'll have to see. But we can rent to small groups there. We are working with App Healthcare to make sure we're taking all the necessary precautions and putting into place all the practices necessary to protect our staff and guests when they come. Karen, our guest service manager, is actually creating a cleaning video to show people how we are disinfecting and sanitizing everything and keeping it safe. And so we're just excited. We hope people come up. We're going to start renting cabins soon. We're not exactly sure when we'll start that, but hopefully maybe by June 10th or 12th, we'll be able to start renting cabins to people, individual families come up and get part of a cabin and part of a lodge. So we're excited that although we can't have camp on site this year, that we'll be able to invite small groups up and maybe more and more people will come and have a chance to visit Laurel Ridge. Michael, is there something you want to talk about as far as what volunteers can come and show us?
Absolutely. So as things kind of relax a little bit with some of the restrictions, we're hoping tomorrow, like Trey said, that the governor will allow us to move from limiting us from groups of 10 up to groups of 50, up to 50. And so that opens up some opportunities for us to host families in small groups in cabins and some of the other facilities on camp property. So I know people are itching to get up on the mountain and to help out where they can in some of their downtime. So if you have a desire to come up and volunteer your time or your services talents, we'll find a place for you. Make sure that you're safe and maintaining social distance rules with those that are around you. And again, we're limiting right now to 10 people. Hopefully, as we progress into the coming month or so, that will be expanded to 50 people. We've got plenty of projects to stay busy. Right now, I'm painting Higgins Lodge and trying to renovate the Suncatcher. Of course, we've always got mowing to take care of. And our trail system took a beating this winter with some crazy storms. So we're working to get those trails cleaned up. And I don't know if you got an opportunity to see on social media, we've just poured a brand new concrete driveway through summer camp. So we're real excited about that. But there are some finishing touches to get grass planted and some of the ditches finalized to just make it absolutely pristine and safe for people to walk around. So plenty of stuff to do. If you're interested, give me a call in the office or shoot me an email, michael@laurelridge.org.
Thank you, Michael. I heard something about an emergency shelter. What can you share about Higgins and emergency shelters?
Absolutely. So we're real proud to be able to support our community through a program with App Healthcare, where we're providing an emergency shelter to those that have either been exposed to COVID-19 or have been positively tested for the virus. And so servicing both Allegheny and Ashe counties, we're taking our facilities at Higgins Lodge and providing a place for those individuals to isolate and quarantine so that we can protect their families and give them a place to be comfortable and safe while they're recovering, or in the meantime, if they do take on the virus, or if they need an opportunity to just be safe and away from someone that does have the virus, they have a place to stay. We'll provide, of course, clean linens and food and a roof over their heads and all the amenities while they're recovering, as long as they're in good enough health to be with us. So we're super excited, but that will be at Higgins Lodge. And as we move forward into the next month or so, we'll look to have some of those individuals with us. Right now, we're just a secondary facility, so we don't actually have anyone on site under those circumstances at the moment. We're a backup facility behind another organization in Allegheny County. But with that said, this is one of the reasons why we would want to make sure that our visitors and guests that are on site check in at the office before you go, taking over the mountain. So if you would, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, let somebody know that you're going to be on the mountain so that we can make sure that, that we're both aware of who's here, and we can make sure that we're just keeping everyone as safe as possible when they're visiting. We'll make sure to keep everyone up to date if we do make changes in the near future regarding that emergency shelter program.
Is there any risk to people to catch the virus from there if that comes up and stays at Higgins later?
Not coming in later after the fact. Right now, that that facility will remain closed to outside guests. But going forward, we'll maintain all of the same protocols to cleaning our facilities, making sure that we have a proper amount of downtime in between those guests leaving and any new guests setting up shop in Higgins. So right now, the kind of going rate is 3 to 5 days of downtime. So we won't have anyone occupying those rooms or spaces until it's safe to do so.
Thanks. Tori Lasley's here, our chair of the board, and she maybe want to share a little bit about where the board is doing and what they're thinking through this time, and some of the preparations and planning and strategery, as I like to call it, that we're doing through the board level at that level. Anything you'd like to share, Tori?
Thanks, Trey. I think it's just really important to know that, first of all, we have a very talented staff. They are gifted. They're wonderful. They're thinking outside the box. I've said this many, many times. We're very blessed to have the staff, so I'd like to just start off by saying that. Secondly, on the board side of things, first and foremost, safety and health of staff, and the safety and health of all of our campers, counselors, volunteers, all provincial members, and members of other groups that use Laurel Ridge for various reasons. Everybody's health is so important to us. So our main focus right now is just helping support Trey in continuing the ministry of Laurel Ridge to the best of our ability, so we can continue to be the best for everybody around us who enjoy receiving the many gifts that the mountain has to offer. So that is our first goal. We're excited for the 60th anniversary of Laurel Ridge this year. I'm very hopeful for what the fall will bring us as we get closer to that date, and there will be more updates coming about the 60th anniversary and things like that later on.
Thank you, Tori. Brewer, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have a favorite memory of being up here at Camp at Laurel Ridge?
So I have actually met two of my very best friends of all time at camp, and I have still kept in contact with them through moving to Texas. And so every year getting to go up and have campfire together, and it will be a missed opportunity this year, but I'm so happy that you guys are having virtual camp and that I'll be able to still say hi to everybody and watch the campfire from my home and, be able to safely be there with everyone.
And we're excited you can do that too. Michael, we have anything to give away? You got a game for anybody that's a part of it?
Absolutely. Before we get started, Brewer, thanks for tuning in and being a good sport. So before you hop off, give us your email address and we'll get some details either from Scarlett, and we'll send you something from the Laurel Ridge gift shop. Thanks for being with us. But for everyone else, we're going to do a quick game. And up for grabs is, let's say, how do we feel about a night at the Friends Cottage? Sound good? All right. So I don't know if anyone's ever played Never Have I Ever, but you put up 3 fingers and you get 3 opportunities to miss one of these true or false statements. So if I say something that you haven't done before, you put a finger down. All right, so the person that has 1 finger left or has the most fingers left whenever I get through the whole list wins the game and gets a night in the Friends Cottage, okay? I think we'll start with 3 because I'm afraid. Go ahead, Trey's trying to start.
We can't see the petty cords or the phone. I'm not sure who's on those 2 lines, and for them to join in with us.
So whoever is on the phone, if we get through the whole list and you've made it the entire time with your fingers up, make sure to let us know because we want to make sure we keep y'all in the loop. But play along with us even though we can't see you. All right, so never have I ever met George Higgins. Never have I ever stayed in the Salem and the Bishop Wing at Higgins Lodge. Not at the same time, obviously. Never have I ever slept on top of the mountain. Never have I ever blew a laurel whistle made by Mr. Nature. Never have I ever gone to the 50th anniversary celebration. Never have I ever cleaned a lodge bathroom. Never have I ever attended a Laurel Ridge workday. Never have I ever square danced at Laurel Ridge. Never have I ever been a second generation Laurel Ridge camper. So I feel like I might have cheated because I feel like these are things that I've done myself. But who's left? Is there anyone left with me? Nobody else. Who was it? Who?
Wait a minute, let me unmute them. Whoever's on the phone and the petticords, how did you do? I'm trying to unmute them and it won't.
Still muted. Yeah.
So who are our last couple left?
Oh, somebody's chatting. Hold on. Can you unmute? I'm trying. It won't let me. You try it. Because you get maybe thinking you're the host or something.
That was me. Yeah, I don't have. I can't unmute.
All right. So who are our last few with fingers left up?
You and
Okay.
Tori.
All right, Tori, I'm going to let you, as the board chair, pick someone to give it away to. So we'll get in touch, and you give it to somebody that you think is deserving of a night at the Friends Cottage. Sound good? All right. Thank you, everybody.
The petticord said 0 left here.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Thanks for everybody for playing. That was good. Maybe next time I'll have to ask around and see who has some different perspectives.
So the person that's on the phone to everyone that said 0 left also, can you type in your name so we know who's here?
Brianna Childress.
Welcome, welcome. So
Hey there.
we just thought this would be a little different, something we could try tonight for different people that aren't necessarily on Instagram
Cool.
and some of those. So
Oh, we got some more people here.
look, somebody's granddaddy or brother.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of Phil
It
Johnson.
says Phil Johnson, so.
I don't know which one it is. I think it's probably my grandfather. My brother's probably occupied.
Phil, is that you?
I don't think his audio's on.
Well, for those just joining us, before we sign off, just a quick recap that we are moving everything to virtual camps. We are having a great response to that. We are moving.
Well, he left.
We're opening Higgins. We're opening Higgins up as a backup facility for those that might need shelter. We have lots of places for people to come and volunteer. Just contact Michael and Brianna. We are glad we got to see you instead of just see the word phone. Anyway, if there's any other questions, feel free to contact any of us here at Laurel Ridge, or you can contact Tori through us. We'll get you her email or get questions to her. And thank you again for joining us tonight.